Welcome. I'm so excited to be here today. This is the biggest release in Workhuman's history, and the whole Workhuman team is excited to share these innovations with the world today. But first, I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room, or the lack of flying cars in our driveways. AI promises an incredible future, but there are obstacles in the way of that future. And so you can see it here. You can see bigger AI chatbots more inclined to spew nonsense, and people don't always realize. Google pins the blame on data voids for bad AI overviews. Synthetic data is a dangerous teacher. Flawed data ranked as a top AI risk by Workday. And last year, Rand Corporation released a research report that said more than 80% of AI projects fail, wasting billions of dollars in capital and resources. And the organizations in the report said they simply don't have the right data to train an effective AI model. So to get to the heart of this problem, you have to understand the AI technology stack and what really constitutes an AI agent. What is the sequence of technologies that brings that knowledge to the masses? Well, it all starts with training data. That's at the bottom of the AI technology stack. Above that, we have a suite of AI technologies: NLP, LLMs, SLMs, neural networks, machine learning. They are trained on that training data at the foundation of those technologies. And then at the top is the AI agent technology, the logic that links with all of that knowledge and cognitive ability below. But if you have a flaw in the training data at the bottom of that stack, well, everything falls apart. Nothing will work. The number one most important thing in AI technologies is the training data that it's trained on. So let me show you an example when you get the data foundation right. Magic can truly happen. So here's an illustration. Here's a team. Maybe this team worked on a project last year to launch a product. And if you were to take each individual member of the team aside and ask them, who's the most influential, impactful member of the team? Well, they would probably tell you that it was this person. Because that's how our brains work. We're kind of drawn towards the loudest in the room, the person who dominates or leans over everyone else. The manager maybe would be named as the one who contributed the most. But if you had AI technology that could really get to the heart of that answer, maybe you would ask it, who was the most influential person in last year's product launch? And the answer would be somebody else, somebody that you didn't think of, that maybe no one thought of. And then if you were to go back to those people and say what that answer was, they'd say, you know what, you're right, that person really contributed hugely to this project and its success. We couldn't have done it without her. That's the promise of AI technology. So that's what happens when you get the foundation right, when you have true harmony between human data and machine. When they link together properly, you get to the heart of authentic moments, you get to the heart of the truth about talent and performance in the organization. So where does that foundational data come from? Well, here's a great example. This is a typical recognition award between two people. It's from Bill to Kim, and it says, thank you for your strategic insights during the Q2 planning session. Well, we can use AI to go deep on the information contained and embedded in this recognition moment, and there's many. So from a people and relationships perspective, we know that she knows Bill, we know she knows the product development team, we know the work and the projects that she worked on. She worked on Q2 planning, she worked on the financial planning work. We know the impact that she set the tone in those meetings to produce a productive, candid afternoon, and there was breakthrough decisions. We get to know a lot about the skills and the performance and the contribution of Kim in that project, because of this one recognition award. But remember, it's just one award. There is a sea of awards. This is a data visualization of a recognition program. And all of these dots represent people, and all the lines between the people are recognition moments, little moments of gratitude that have that deep information density. So in aggregate, it describes all of the work that goes on in the company, across all of the employees all over the world. It's incredibly deep in its knowledge. But when you think about those dots, those people, each one of those dots is not perfect. It doesn't have a perfect rounded opinion about everything that happens. But the magic is when you get a critical mass of those opinions. A critical mass of that knowledge means you can see the wood for the trees. You can start to see the authentic truth of what's happening from a talent and performance perspective across the organization. And when you have that kind of capability, that kind of knowledge at your fingertips, you can ask it anything. You can ask it anything about talent and performance across the whole organization. And what do managers want to know? Well, they want to know who's giving the most contribution or creating the most value in the company, and who has the most potential, because potential is a proxy for future contribution. So you can ask it anything to do with talent. You can ask it about the skills of your team or the skills of individuals. You can ask it who's collaborating with who are the top performers in the organization, who's most influential. All of these questions can be answered with the right data. So we're delighted to share this suite of technologies with you today. It's the biggest release in the history of the company, the biggest leap forward we've ever had. Our experts are going to walk you through what human intelligence is and how we think it will change everything. We can't wait to show it to you.